afternoon. We're here at LogiSYM Malaysia 2024, and I have the absolute pleasure of meeting with Miss Abigail Nimbalker of the Ocean Cleanup, which is an amazing global project that I'll let you tell us a little bit more about.
Hi, I'm Abigail. So I'm the legal counsel and external affairs for Southeast Asia. So I look after all 4 of our current projects in Southeast Asia, which is in Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam. Is there another question?
Yeah, absolutely. Apologies. So I was reading on the website, and as we covered in there, that it's basically the ocean cleanup has centered around the rivers, the river system where you catch the plastic without actually getting to the source. That's where your center of control is. And you've narrowed it down to about 1,000 rivers globally. How much plastic have you collected, or has the program collected to date on a global scale with that methodology?
Okay, so just to clarify a little bit, so what I touched on was rivers because that is the large area of control in the Southeast Asia countries that we have projects in. However, we also intercept plastic in the ocean itself. So the trash collected in the ocean and in rivers together, the total is about 12 million plus.
Yeah, massive.
To date.
And I have to go there, with the newest, I think is it a venture with Coldplay, the rock band? Can you tell us a little bit about that, and particularly here in Malaysia, how that's impacting?
I think in Malaysia it has, because we've been partnered with Coldplay, that has given us a wider reach. I think because of that, people know what is being done more now. Coldplay had sponsored the Interceptor 005 in the Klang River, and he had also sponsored one of the interceptors in Indonesia as well, which is currently being researched on and will be deployed be deployed in the correct river once the research process is done.
And they're, I believe, releasing an LP or a limited edition, an LP completely from reclaimed plastic from these particular programs.
Yes, that's right.
I love that. That's a way to get the audience in there. And what is the history here with the interceptors here in Malaysia? It goes back to, I believe, 2020.
Yes, I think it goes back to about 2019 to 2020. I can't remember exactly when talks had started, but I do know that was the period of time because it was during COVID.
Yeah.
So it was quite difficult, I think, to get things organized, but somehow, some way, we got an Interceptor 002 in the Klang River, and we work alongside our partners, LLSB, Landasan Lumayan Sendirian Berhad, who is actually part of the Selangor Maritime Gateway project.
And for our audience, if you want to understand how the interceptor works, you can visit the Ocean Cleanup website.
Yes.
There's some fantastic videos, and I believe there are pictures of the Malaysian interceptors in the Klang Valley.
Yes, that is right. Yeah, there are pictures of the interceptor here in Malaysia. There are pictures of the interceptors in the other countries and parts of the world as well. I think just to also add on to that, we don't only just have the interceptor original as you know it, which is a vessel. There are many other types of interceptor solutions as well that have been developed over the years, because we realize that no 2 rivers are the same, and each river has a specific solution that they need. And so we've been able to develop some of these solutions to cater to the needs of these particular rivers.
And one final, because this is a supply chain and logistics event, you had just touched on the various levels of planning and analysis that goes into even deploying an interceptor. Can you just maybe run through that just briefly, high level, the steps, just high level, the process to get that interceptor into the water? Because it's not as much as just dropping it into the river.
Yeah, no. So what happens is our analysis and performance team will go to the rivers, will analyze the river. Is it bi-directional? Is it a single direction flow? What is the climate like? What is the weather forecast like? How rough would the current be? And once all of that is done, along with analysis on the type of waste that is being collected in those rivers as well, and how the flow works in those rivers. Once that is done, we then get that information to the engineering, design, product and innovation department in the Ocean Cleanup, where they would take a look at it and go like, okay, we have a solution for this is the solution in the river, or we need to do a little bit more research, or we need a little bit more information before we decide on a solution for this particular river. So that is done. Once that is done, and a solution has been decided, the solution is then deployed in the river. and the waste that is collected will then be brought on land to a sorting facility. And from that sorting facility, the waste will be segregated, organics, plastics, and even the type of plastics as well, before they are then sent across to the off-takers to either recycle it, reuse it, or do whatever they need necessary for proper disposal. Because I think a lot of our work is from the plastic interception solution and downwards. So it's really about what happens to the plastic next. That's really important.
Which I believe takes a huge effort and collaboration from the local governments or even the
really does.
national
Local government, local organizations. So I think one thing to note about the ocean cleanup is that we are very partner heavy. So we really do welcome other organizations on this journey to partner with us as well in cleaning the plastic waste in our rivers.
Excellent. Well, Abigail, enjoy the rest of your time at LogiSYM. I do appreciate you. I know you're a bit jet lagged, coming all the way back from the Netherlands, I believe. So thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thank you so much, Enrico. This is great. Thank you.